Is this good?
Yes.
70% of people agree that professional photography studios are overbooked, expensive, and have tendency to rush you. But in the end, the quality is amazing. Now, what if I told you I know a photography studio that has great quality, is customer-friendly, and decently priced? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Forever Lasting. Since I was younger, I've always done photography. At the age of 4, my dad taught me how to use a camera, and that was the start. Ever since I've been encouraged to pursue my passion, and I've taken many courses over the summer and have learned many new techniques. So to start off, I will not do much. My cost will be approximately $5,000. It will include a professional camera as well as a backup with the additional lenses. The part where we are saving is the rent of the studio itself. Instead of renting the studio, we will be using outdoor scenic spots around town. But many investors have had doubts regarding how many scenic spots are around our town. So we've already made a deal with multiple local golf courses, and they are allowing us to use their land for scenic spots as well. Now I know what you're thinking. What will Forever Lasting do during the winter? That is what makes Forever Lasting unique. Instead of just ending with portraits, we also do events. For example, your child's birthday party. We would cover everything for a very low price. Now, you're all probably quite eager to find out what this new deal is that I keep discussing with you. So without further ado, let us fly into the prices of Forever Lasting. For the portraits, it is a startup cost of $25, and then it is based off whatever package you buy. So, for example, if you buy a package of 10 portraits for $50, the total cost would come out to $75. Similarly, for the parts, it is a startup cost of $50. Now, multiple people have questioned the need for this kind of business, but the facts here are different. According to multiple online surveys, 85% of families take at least one portrait every year and would like to take more, but have not been able to due to inconvenience with professional studios. Forever Lasting wants to make sure you get the most out of every picture, and so it's guaranteed to deliver within 24 hours, and we also supply a soft copy in case the original is damaged or lost. In conclusion, Forever Lasting wants to make your memories last forever. Thank you.
Okay, questions of Forever Lasting photo pictures.
Don't you think that the price, don't you think that it's more feasible to just hire a photographer for your whole event than rather than pay $50 for 10 portraits? Because even at like a single birthday party, you might take 200 pictures. So that would be, through your service, that would be like $1,000. So don't you think it's more feasible to just hire a photographer for 2 or 3 hours, however long the event is?
I see what angle you're coming from, but we are trying to make it cheap, and we don't overbook like professional photographers. They get overbooked multiple times, and they rush you, so we want to make sure you have the best experience with us.
What are your competitors in this field, and what makes your photos and skills better than them, and what makes you on the same level? Like, what do you have that's as good as them?
Yes, that's a great question. So we have competition. It is a wide field, but the thing is that they're mostly professional studios, and they mostly focus on portraits. Or if you want to get a professional photographer just for your event, that's different. But for us, we guarantee service, and we have good quality just as good as them. We have taken courses, we have the same equipment. We want to do it just as well, and we use outdoor scenic spots instead of backdrops. It's more nicer and like beautiful and scenic.
Anyone else? Nolan?
Then doesn't your whole business depend on weather, I guess?
Yes. So in my speech, I forgot to mention, but if the weather is bad, we do have to reschedule. That is unavoidable. But for the events, that's not based off of scenic areas, because you are inviting us to come to your party and take pictures of your guests. So yes, it is, but you you have to understand that it's not in our power to stop the weather.
Don't you think portraits are done inside a studio because people have family pictures outside anyway with such good cameras and phones these days? Why would people have travel to a certain spot to take picture by you?
Yes. So for the family portraits and stuff, instead of having it inside, if you have it inside, you can either use a green screen or backdrops, like white backdrop, black backdrops. But for this, it's like natural light, and we have angles and we have techniques that a regular person might not know. We have taken courses, so your family member might not know about it if they haven't taken those courses.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the whole idea of a portrait is that the focus is on you, not on the background. If you go to a scenic, spot, the focus goes away from you onto the whatever the scenic spot is.
Yes, that is, I see what you're coming from, but the thing is that if it's a nice background, then it makes it look more professional and more valuable rather than just a plain background.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Rohit, your next speaker.